So let me load Moemon. Hold on. I always forget what I name it in here. There it is. And capture the screen. Hooray! But yeah, they typically give us off, you know, well, they usually let us go at like noon. My job, anytime we have a long weekend or something. So that's cool. I like that. I respect that, obviously. Anyway, we just got finished defeating. We got finished defeating Lieutenant Surge, so we need to, I believe, go to Diglett Cave now that I already taught Cut. So we should be good to go through Diglett Cave and get, I think, the Flash HM. I already caught a Pokemon here, so yeah. What's up, Diglett? I'm gonna Vine Whip you. Awesome. Fortunately, I don't have repels yet, but at the very least, they'll be decent EXP, right? I mean, I guess not great EXP, but I can one-shot them with Mary Jane here, who, yeah, has fallen behind a bit in levels. And then she got Magnitude 9'd. Gotta be careful of that, because the Doug Trios could be dangerous, especially the ones with the Arena Trap, and if they get like a Magnitude 10, could be an issue, but I'm hoping it won't come to that. I think it can have one of two abilities. Arena Trap is just one ability that Diglett Chain can have, right? Oh, speaking of Doug Trio, unfortunately we didn't get one of these that we could have caught. And that is Dig, and I don't think I can switch, but let's just try, I guess. Alright, this one doesn't have Arena Trap, so there you go. Yeah, I did look it up, and I don't really understand what it means, but yeah, there's that. I've noticed you, Omega. You ask me to notice you every time, and I usually see when people pop on in. Ah, no, get away from me, freaking Diglets. I'm almost out. Maybe not. Oh no, a Magnitude 4. Maybe when I level up, I'll actually be faster than these Diglets. Probably not, but I got 2 speed, so maybe, I don't know. Going very slowly now. There we go. Up the stairs. And through we are to Route 2. Wonderful. I guess this is not... Oh, wait, this is the guy that can trade you Mr. Mime for an Abra. Fortunately, I did not catch an Abra. Yeah, I looked up the Wikipedia page on it once. When you guys wanted me to play this game. And I can't say that I understand it any better. Yay! I have enough Pokemon, because it would be really problematic if I was Nuzlocking a game and I didn't have enough. Because then I couldn't catch anymore, so... I have to go through the cave blind, which I guess is possible. I mean, you can kind of see the outlines on the emulator anyway. Actually, why am I using Vine Whip? I have Razor Leaf, which is stronger. But, let's actually get rid of Vine Whip, since only Mary Jane can learn Flash. Did anything happen in the stream yet? Not really, we just got Flash, and that's about it. I think we can get another item down here. Abra. Clever, almost. Almost clever. Grab these items and could go visit Mom if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. We're just going to go back to Viridian now. My mom, the former Moemon, apparently. Oh, dang it. Otakumon? I don't think there is a thing. I know there's different versions of Moemon, and there's also something called Tohumon, which is kind of like Moemon, except it doesn't actually... Like, it's all new types, all new Pokemon. I think it's based off some kind of anime. But, they tend to get clumped together, but they're two different things. The Moemon and the Tohumon, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not very familiar with Japanese things or anime in general. Or Waifumon, there you go, that would be the sequel. I think there is a Moemon Emerald So there is a, well, I guess it might not be technically a sequel, just a different version. Then again, Moemon doesn't really change anything except for, you know, the sprites. At least I don't think it does. Anyway, we're gonna kill this Doug Trio before it kills me. And I didn't kill it. Great. Thank God it's not using Dig or Magnitude, because those things could actually potentially hurt. Running away from these Diglets. Except I fail to run away. And here comes a Dig, which... Alright. Can I run? Oh. Ow. These Diglets are taking their toll on my Ivysaur. Try to find a Gen 2 Moemon. I doubt there's one. I don't think there is. I know I found Emerald and Fire Red versions of it. I don't think anyone made a Gen 2 version. Or even any other generation. I think it's just Gen 3. Might be wrong. Run away from the little girls. Well, most of these things have a Varina Trap, I think, so... Probably can't even run away if I tried. Might as well just kill them for the EXP. Hopefully they won't kill me or anything. I really, if I wanted to be safe, I'd be using Pidgeotto, because, you know, immunity to this kind of stuff. Like, let's see if I can switch out. No, this one has a Varina Trap. Wonderful. Actually, this thing is a thing I'm afraid of. Somewhat. Ah, I crit it! That's what you get, Doug Trio, for trying to kill Mary Jane. Now Mary Jane is level 26. Alright, let's get out of here. And, see, there you go. It was a slight risk, but... I got Mary Jane at level 26 in that cave. Let's go ahead and get the free healing. I want to get the bike in Cerulean. Try not to forget about that. And then I guess we're going into the Dark Cave? Or not Dark Cave, it's called Rock Tunnel in this. Always get those two confused, because they're basically the same thing, you know. You need Flash to traverse them. But Dark Cave is the Gen 2 cave. Alrighty then, here we are, back on Route 5, and we're gonna go up here and cut down this bush with my Doug Trio, and go ahead and get the bike. I realized I didn't do a team roll call yet in this episode, so we still aren't caught up on YouTube, so yeah, I do have the Pidgeotto, the Nidoking, the Doug Trio, and Mary Jane, the Ivysaur, and if you want to know where Beedrill is, it's in the PC. I do have something also in the daycare, I forget what it is, because I'm really bad about that. Alrighty then. This is Moemon. It's a game that replaces all of the Pokemon sprites with perverted girls sprites, basically. And, yeah, they wanted me to play it, so don't blame me if this is a little... It rocks your sensitivities a bit. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Alright, so, I will say some of these sprites, and I keep saying this, but some of them are very creative, and I'll give it that. Others, I don't even know what I'm looking at, and some just seem odd. But either way, Pidgeotto is now level 26, and I'll finish this guy off with Nidoking, who is tomboy, it looks like. Also, the only technical male I have in my team, so kind of a trap too, which is for reason it's a trap. There we go. Nidoking is front in my party, and Aerial Ace. See if anyone can even learn that. You know what? Obviously, Pidgeotto can learn it, and it's quite a bit more powerful than Gust, I would imagine. So let's go ahead and teach it to Pidgeot here. Yeah, 2 any more base power, and on top of that, it won't miss. So that's good. I assume they wouldn't have to change much. I mean, being this is a Gen 3 game, its Mages isn't going to be in it, but there would be a Mischievous in this. Maybe afterwards I'll hack the game and get all the Pokemon in the Pokedex using, you know, Game Shark, and we can take a look at them after I either lose or what have you. Alright, there's an Onix. We're gonna try to kill it with double kick. And then it decides to throw rocks at me. You bastard. Yeah, that's Grinder. Gotta grind the Grinder. Also, it's funny because I always accidentally call my Grounder in my Dark Rising playthrough Grinder, so it seemed like a good name at the time. Alright, so there's a cute little Growlithe that we have to murder, and yeah, we're just gonna, thrash it. I guess I could have used Rock Tomb, but Thrash is more fun. Anyway, here comes Charmander. I like how Doug Trio has the other Diglets as puppets on her hands. Well, there we go. Camper Chris, you have been defeated. And here's a Bug Girl trainer. And there's Beedrill. Beedrill's pretty hot, and we do have one in the PC, but it just... I got rid of it, because it was just not going to be useful. It just always got hurt, and it never did damage, so... yeah. There we go. Nidoking is probably going to be really important as to winning this Nuzlocke, which I don't think we've won one of these since my first one on Twitch, Pokemon Green, right? I think that was the first one that I actually got through, and I can catch a Pokemon here, but it's a Rattata, which I don't have, so I have to catch it. Great. Well, that sucks. That's a waste of a Pokemon, because I'm probably not going to use a Rattata at this point. Nor can I even damage it. I don't even care if I catch it. You know, I need to get more Pokeballs, actually. Probably should just go back and do that, because I have, I think, 2 more spots I can catch a Pokemon coming up, so... let's go back to Cerulean and get some Pokeballs. Oh, did I not name it, even? I totally forgot to even name it. Whatever, it's not going to be used. I could always go name it in Lavender Town if you guys really want me to, but... it's not worth it. I'm going to get some more of these, too. Well, let's just buy a 25, because we're going to be using them. Do we have antidotes? We have 2, that should be good. Just want to make sure I have a little bit of every healing item. I think we're fine, we're good. You know what? Oh, Repels. Just for the Dark Cave, because Dark Cave is just so annoying with if you don't have Repels. The encounter rate is so high there. We got 10. Raticate. That could be decent. But I'm just going to put it in here for now. Didn't I use a Beedrill? I did! In my original Crystal playthrough, I used Beedrill. I did get Sludge Bomb, which made it pretty useful. But in Gen 3, I don't even know where you get Sludge Bomb in Gen 3. So, I don't even think... no, I don't think it even is a TM, is it? I'm not sure. Either way, it's not going to be useful for quite some time, so I decided just to get rid of it. Oh, that's a very sad story. If I remember when I get to Lavender Town, maybe I will do that. Or if you remember, because, you know, I'm probably not going to. Bring it on, says this hiker. This hiker looks like a pervert, so I guess he fits right in. Alright, so, Razor Leafing the Geodude. There we go. I have quite a few Pokemon boxed. Just backups, really. There were things I kind of don't want to use, but caught anyway. I know I have some Pokemon. I have a Pokemon. What did I put in the PC? I put something in the I think I put the Oddish I caught in the... sorry, not the PC, the daycare. So I have something in there, too. And this guy is a super bug Pokemon, apparently. Team Rocket HQ. Alright, cool. Either way, it just wasn't going to be useful. And this is a Nuzlocke, keep in mind, so... I have to think about, you know, a lot. My original Crystal playthrough wasn't a Nuzlocke, so if the Beedrill died, it wasn't a big deal. Because the way I see it, the Beedrill is going to die sooner or later anyway. It's just not bulky enough to survive a Nuzlocke, nor is it particularly useful. It's just going to sit there hogging EXP if I tried to train it, and there's Venonat, by the way. It's interesting. Yeah, you know, I think maybe in previous Nuzlockes, though, Omega, I have been training too many at the same time. If I stick down to 4, they should be relatively EXP'd, which is, I think, the key. To be honest. That's a Sandshrew. Dead Sandshrew. Plus, with the predominance of psychic types in this game, this particular region in not generation, Gen 1, which is based on, there's a lot of psychic types, and, you know, I would not want to use a psychic, or sorry, a poison type, or anything weak to psychic, actually. Alright, Grinder, let's go, and wipe out this Ekans. Someone on YouTube, I think, commented, oh, it would have been so useful against Sabrina. No, it's not. It wouldn't have been useful. It literally... okay, I might be able to kill it with Twin Needle, maybe, but I need to outspeed or the Kadabra Alakazam is just gonna kill me with Psychic in one hit. And I don't think Beedrill is gonna outspeed Kadabra Alakazam unless you completely over-level it. Maybe I'm underestimating Beedrill's speed, I don't know, but I don't think it's that fast. Either way. Well, yeah, that's the other thing. I already have 2 poisons, and Nidoking is kind of like the exception to the rule because it's just so good. I mean, its base stats are really well distributed and has a terrific moveset. And obviously, I let you guys choose my starter, and it ended up being Bulbasaur. Which, yeah. I don't really have an out to the Kadabra Alakazam at this point, but I think I could outpower it with maybe Pidgeot, if I have that when I get there. Either way, if I see a Mon and catch a Mon I really like, I might add a 5th team member at this point, but I just want to stick with 4 at the moment. It can be pretty useful, yes, but it's also under-leveled at this point, and I don't really want to invest the time in it, and Raticates have good... See, it's the thing, any Mon that has, you know, weaker defenses, you just... They're hard to use in Nuzlocke, because eventually they'll just get crit and die. It's basically how it works. No, I still have... No Pokemon has actually died. You know, let's go on the PC. I think I do have an Oddish in the daycare, but also I have another Pidgey, which I could just release because I decided to go against that rule. I do have the Magikarp, the Geodude, Snaketon, Caterpie, there's Vegetal, and I have Dozer, the Drowsy, and Rattata. We haven't actually lost Beedrill, I just put it away. I didn't want it to hog EXP. Is this a different route? There's a different route I can catch something here. Let me see if it changes routes here. Oh, Route 9, Route 10. Alright, I can catch something in this grass. Thought so. Voltorb. I could try to use Voltorb, Voltorb is just really frail, and it's probably just gonna die, but, you know, it's better than nothing. It's an electric type. I was hoping for a different electric type, but at least it's fast. Should I use Voltorb? Also, I need a nickname. We haven't lost anything, Samdom, which is nice for a change. No Mons have died. No women have been hurt as of this point in the making of this Nuzlocke. Burrito? What? What? Pokeball, Vicky, Pokebay. You guys. Fine, I'll go with Pokebay. You know what? Let's use lowercase for this. No, wait, no. I don't want to use lowercase. No, stop. Go back. What was I thinking? I'm going to make the E lowercase. There we go. Now it's Pokebay. I like it because I think it's a play on Pokeball. I assume that's what you were going for. And you know what? I very rarely use electric types, so fine. Let's go for it. Let's try to use the Voltorb, even though it's probably going to die before I get it any EXP. I do have Thunderbolt, too. Or no, I have Shockwave, which I was thinking about just teaching to, you know, Nidoking, but what is this moveset? Charge, Tackle, Screech, Sonic Boom. Yeah, it needs a move. We'll get rid of Charge or Screech. Yeah, Screech is useless. Actually, Tackle is useless too, because I don't think these things have attack. Very good. Apparently this person always loses. And Heidi has a Pikachu. Well, there you go. Alrighty, so let's just let Grinder come in and, yeah, obviously defeat the electric types, Pikachu. And Pikachu definitely is older than you would expect, but I guess because it's like the mascot. Some people are just going to use it. Here comes a Clefairy, which I guess Pokebay was going to get the EXP from that as well. Yeah, it has pink hair, which I'm not really sure the reason, but sure, why not? Yeah, your Encore has failed you. I refuse to follow you, except kill you. There we go. After all your training, you still suck. Go find more women. Does it? I mean, I guess. Whatever, let's go ahead and use Flash. Oh god, the Flash jokes. You just got flashed by Mary Jane, guys. Sorry about that, I should have sort of warned you. Now I'm gonna get banned on Twitch. Oh well, there's a Machop, which I can catch. I don't know why I'm switching out, thinking I'm gonna kill this thing. Let's see if it can live a quick attack. It can, yay! Alright, so I'm gonna probably need a nickname for this too. I'm probably not gonna try to train 2 Mons at once. Plus, I'm pretty sure I can't evolve it into a Machamp in this particular hack, so... yeah. Alright, that's wonderful. I need a Machop nickname. There's not many special-based normal moves. Well, in this generation, Samdom, there's no special normal moves at all, because this is prior to Gen 4. Madrag, Marvel, John Cena. No. Captain Marvel. Machada. Chip Chop. You guys have the worst names. You guys really want John Cena? Fine. Fine, John Cena. It's just going away in the PC anyway, because I'm not going to bother using it. I already have a Mon that I'm training up right now. I don't want to train 2 at the moment. I don't even know why I'm bothering to cut this gen. It's probably fast to go around. But the tree looked at me funny. Ah, there we go. Into the box it goes. It's actually a he. It was a male Machop. Not that it really... I don't know. Never mind. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is, I guess, Flash again. Oh! Here's a Encore. More flashing with Mary Jane. Also a Repel. Pokemon fight, let's go! Alright. Oh look, it's a Moemon! No, wait, that's a guy, so it can't be a Moemon. We can't catch him because he's a dude, and obviously it is wrong to train male cosplayers. Only the female ones. Is it, you know, morally acceptable. Anyway, that is a dead Cubone. One of my fears is that one of these guys are going to lead with a Diglett or something, and then Pokebay will be absolutely screwed. I don't think there's Diglett in it. I think Diglets are only in Diglett Cave. But, you know, if it ever went out against a Diglett that has Arena Trap, there's no way the Voltorb lives. Either way, I think Ashton is defeated. You have to save... Alright, go ahead and save your sister, I guess. Definitely more important than watching a Pokemon stream. Be aero-laced. EXP share would be nice. Where do you even get that in this game? It's where the EXP all is in Red Blue, isn't it? I don't think I'm ever going to catch like 50 Pokemon though, so... Yeah, okay. There are no trainers. Good. Thank you for that. Also, I'm not even going to risk that. I'm way too frightened that this thing is going to one-shot me, because Voltorb is incredibly frail. What level does Voltorb evolve into Electrode, anyway? At least if it evolves, it won't be quite as frail. But I'm pretty sure it's like, what, level 30-ish something? I don't think it's for a while, but I could be 100% wrong. In Generation 1, Ghost was actually, Psychic types were immune to Ghost moves. It was an error, probably, because the handbook said that Ghost should be good against Psychic. So, yeah, the one damaging Ghost move that was even in Gen 1, Lick, did not affect Psychics. So, yeah, Psychic types literally had no weakness in Gen 1 except Bug. I think that was still the weakness. But obviously, all the bugs had nothing on any of the Psychic Pokemon. Beedrill was weak to it, and, you know, I guess Butterfree. But Butterfree didn't have a bug move. That's right, Butterfree didn't even have a bug move in Gen 1. So, yeah, literally one Pokemon in the game could really super affect Psychic types, and that was Beedrill, who got one shot by it anyway, before it could even move. Oh, do I? Well, we'll cross that bridge when it comes to that. If I have to catch like a bunch of Pokemon that, just to get to the 50 limit, I don't think that's a problem. I'll just release them afterwards, obviously. Sometimes you have to bend the rules slightly. And here's a Bulbasaur, we're gonna murder it, I guess. There was Jolteon with Pin Missile. Oh, you're right, you're right. I forgot about the Pin Missile Jolteon. You could use that. Except I probably still didn't do as much damage as, you know, Thunderbolt, just because... Well, actually, I guess it would do more damage than that, because Jolteon obviously has crappy attack, but Alakazam has really bad defense, and its special stat was huge, since it was the same stat. Anyway, I'm paralyzed. Let's go ahead and use one of these paralyzed heals. You're right, I completely forgot about Jolteon. You guys win. Sorry, Swankle. I did get off work early today, so that's why. Actually, we should probably run from these. These Geodudes, I don't know if they self-destruct yet. Probably not, but better safe than sorry. Actually, I probably should just use Repels. Whereas, actually, Repel probably won't even do anything because I have Voltorb in the front. But whatever. Here comes a Charmander, which I'm just going to kill with Grinder here. And I'm getting smokescreened. Wonderful. Be magnituded, I guess. Never mind. Gosh darn pocket smoke tactics, I guess. There we go, that's better. And a Cubone. Oh yeah. Psychic was hugely overpowered in Gen 1. It was how did that get past? I mean, I guess, you know, it was a small team, but how did they not realize that Psychic was... I mean, I think they did realize Psychic was overpowered. That's why they made Mewtwo a Psychic type. But you think they would at least... I mean, Ghost was... Even if Ghost worked as it intended, it wouldn't be a serious check. Because, you know... Gengar also got outsped by Alakazam in one shot, so... Yeah. They really had no outs, even if it worked. If they weren't also poison types, maybe. And what made it even worse was the prominence of poison types in Gen 1. Because, first, like, every grass type except for one, Tangela, was a poison type in addition to being grass. I think Gen 1 had the most... I think it had the most poison types of any generation, by far, actually, if you take a look at the numbers. So, add that to the fact that there's just so many Pokemon in Gen 1 that are weak to Psychic. It really is quite ridiculous. Well, yeah, in a lot of ways, but... Like I said, it was a small team, they were just making the game, you know... First, you know, opening war... I can understand. I can understand it. Executor, you're right. You're right, it wasn't poison. Most of them were, though. What I meant to say is, Tango was the only grass Pokemon that had no secondary type. Obviously, there were others. I think Executor and Paris was part grass. I don't think there is another one. Yeah, I think that's the type combinations for grass types in that gen. What I meant to say was Tangela was the only Pokemon without a secondary type, but most of their secondary types were poison. Almost all of them. I think there's been maybe one grass poison since then, which is kind of funny, actually. Or something like that. I know there hasn't been many grass poisons since Gen 1. Which is kind of funny. I almost think that they did it, you know, because they thought grass was underpowered, so they wanted to pair it with poison, which they considered to be pretty good, and gave them a few key weak resistances, but they just overlooked the fact that that literally makes everything in the game weak to psychic. Anyway. Yeah. Killing things, da 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 da. Wing attack, yay! Probably could have just saved Aerial Ace then, because yeah, wing attack is literally the same base power. That probably do. Well, it's 35 more base power. You know, it's 35 more PP. Guess I might need that, and I don't think I'm gonna need tackle. Yeah, like I said, there's a few, but there's not many. I thought there was a few more, Imagine X. But I know that there hasn't been many since then. Like I said, a handful. I guess WAP, just as long as it's relevant. I mean, just I'm fine with links as long as they're relevant. I'm not gonna play them on stream, but yeah, that's why I haven't disabled them. Although I've been thinking about it because some people abuse it on here. Dual type evolutions. That would just be odd. I don't think I'd feel okay about that. We're still waiting for one EV type, actually. If the trend goes, aside from Sylveon, which didn't exist in Gen 2, or Gen, you know, Fairy type did not exist, when types were based on physical or special based on the type. But all the evolutions, other than Sylveon, prior to Gen 4, were special types. There's actually one special type left that hasn't been made into an EV, and that is the Dragon type. Which I know a lot of people were speculating originally that Sylveon would be a dragon for that very reason, but it didn't really look like a dragon. But, I know before, because I know Sylveon was leaked before the Fairy type was, and obviously, being that we didn't know there was a new type, people thought it was Dragon because it was the only special type left. Always an oddity, though, that Dragon was special while Ghost was physical, because now, after the physical special split, most Ghost type moves are special, and a lot of Dragon moves are physical. So, there's that. It's interesting to me. Apparently the Rosary Trio, and there you go. That sounds about right. Like I said, I knew there was a handful, but not many since Gen 1. Which is odd, because nearly all of them in Gen 1 are. Dragion, or Dracoon, I don't know. Something like that. Having said that, Fairy, if it was in a previous generation, probably would have been a special type, so I guess it still fits. Mega Evolutions. Well, my guess is that if they give one evolution a Mega form, they'd want to give all of them at the same time. So if they ever do get Mega Evolutions, I'm pretty sure they're all going to get one at the same time. That would be my guess. Anyway, we'll go into trap against this Jigglypuff. No! Ah, yes, you're poisoned now, Jigglypuff. I think the thing that maybe bothers me most about the Fairy type is that they resist fighting. So, it kind of, like, because Clefairies are weak to fighting in every other generation, so it kind of ruins the, I don't know, why in the past can this happen? Why am I playing this game? In theory, it's still Fairy type, unless, you know, their genetics get altered when they enter the new region or thing, you know. Anyway, so Voltorb just got its first kill, so there you go. That's exciting. Oh yeah, there's still plenty of bug poisons. They kind of fit together pretty well. Alright. Another Geodude. Another thing that Gen 1 was obsessed with and you know, even a lesser extent, generations after it is the rock ground type. I never understood why they always wanted to pair the two, but why can't you just have a rock Pokemon? It was a while since we got our first pure rock, wasn't it? Wait, let me think. I don't want to sound like an idiot, but it was. I think it was a while, and even longer until we got our first pure flyer, which there's still only one. And it's a legend, isn't it? Because I came home early, Fulham, and I didn't like you, and I didn't want you to show up. So there. Plus, it does give me some time to play. Oh, that's Graveler. Interesting. Okay. It gives us some time to play. Yeah. What is it? I wanted to stream a bit of Choice Chamber today. In fact, probably going to be the majority of the stream. After I'm done getting through this cave, I think I will switch over. Dead Zubat there. Apparently this guy wants a Pokedex, but you cannot have mine. Pokemaniac Cooper. Roggenrola. Was that the first rock, pure rock? I didn't know if I didn't want to say it was the first one. It's the one that came to mind. Was the Roggenrola chain, but I didn't want to say it was the first because I might have just derped and forgotten about something. Nose Pass, yes. There you go, Nose Pass. I'm pretty sure that sounds right. Anyway, so here's Spark. Slightly more damaging, and I guess we'll just get rid of. Probably never going to use Charge. I'd be too scared to use it because it just opens the door to dying. Now I'm going to Spark this Slowpoke. And it didn't kill it. Great. Been subtly explained that only Pokemon games in parallel universes. I don't think that was ever the case, Sendu. I know that they take place during different time periods, but it's heavily implied, I think, to be the same universe. At the very least. Unless I'm missing something. Ah, go up here. Deserves to be modded. Wait, who? I don't even know what you're talking about. Anyway, I missed that item. I'm gonna go back for it. Mankey! Run away! Sudowoodo! You're right! Totally forgot about Sudowoodo. Okay, that sounds right. That's the first pure rock. See, this is why I didn't want to say anything, because I know that I would forget about something. I just know that they had a fetish for the rock ground type for a while. And the normal flying type. In my books, I would have rathered all flying types be pure fly. Like Pidgeotto, why does it need the normal type? Like, I guess it gives them stab normal moves, but I would have rather them just be pure flying, to be honest. It always kind of bothered me. I mean, not extremely, but just slightly. And I'm asleep. Wonderful. I think I do have some awakenings. But I'm going to become irrelevant as soon as I get the Poke Flute, so might as well use it. Now be aerialized. No, Sudowoodo wasn't ground. It was one of the first. I think it was the first pure rock. No, Sudowoodo is definitely pure rock. That's what you're asking. It is. I know that for a fact. I just kind of forgot about it. Now, Nose Pass was pure rock. It didn't become a steel type until you evolved it into the Probo Pass. It's explicitly stated that? Does it? Okay. I don't think I paid that much attention in the Delta episode. I guess I might have missed that part. But I guess if that's the way they want to play it, sure. Die, Clefairy! I mean, obviously there are multiple dimensions in the Pokemon universe. I don't know, because I think it's also stated at some, like, red being in Gold and Silver. Clearly, some of them, at the very least, are in a single universe. But maybe that's only Pokemon games of the same generation or related generation, such as Gen 1 and 2, because they were compatible. Magnitude 7! Yeah, it's always nice to see new people, but I think some of them are just like what is it? Someone is just someone else, like Fizzad, I think, has a new name on Twitch for some reason. Hello, Bellsprout. I will destroy you with Pidgey Hot. R is a different dimension than B? Perhaps. That could be it. But you still also have the I mean, maybe Ruby and Sapphire are different dimensions than each other, being that you can't catch the same Pokemon there. I'd have to read where the support comes from this, because I'm actually curious myself about what they were intending to mean. Depends how it's phrased. I mean, someone can look it up and just post it in chat what it actually says. We can try to decipher it. Oh, gee, thanks, Fulham. I haven't lost a single Mon yet, so I don't think you're going to see a loss here anytime soon. And you know what? I am pretty determined to win another Nuzlocke, because I don't think I've won one since Green, so I kind of really want to win another. So hoping this will be the one. It's starting off pretty good, so yeah. Maybe Sendu, maybe. Although I'm pretty sure Ruby and Sapphire takes place at the same time as Red and Blue, chronologically, in Fire Red Leaf Green. In fact, I think it's stated that they are the same time period. And furthermore, Gen 2 and 4 take place at the same time chronologically. So, yeah. So I don't think it's necessarily an evolution like that, but what do I know? Any switch. Antidote. Well, see, now that E90 Tyler is here, we're gonna lose, so he's doing your work there. Alright, where's the antidote? Oh wait, the repel. I'm about to leave anyway, but is there an item over here? No, there's not. Totally lied. Anyway, so let's fight these trainers, but yeah, let's fight the trainers and then save at Lavender. Yeah, they do. Like I said, it's the same universe, or sorry, same time period in 4 and 2. That's why they made the Gen 2 sequels in Gen 4, and furthermore, the Gen 3 sequel, or the Gen 1 sequel with Gen 3. So there you go. A little bit of factuation. Have I done a Gen 5 Nuzlocke yet? I don't think so. I don't think I have actually done Gen 5 Nuzlocke. Maybe I will. Maybe that'll be next. I don't know. Anyway, Pokebay is now level 23. That's not bad. And here's a perverted hiker and his Geodude. No, not today. I usually play it on Saturday or Sunday, Morpheus. And I don't do it on stream. I do it strictly pre-recorded. It's one of my YouTube series at the moment, not a Twitch series. Keep them separated. Fair enough. Is this what I think it is, or is it not? It better be. Oh, there you go. So there's different universes here. I see. Universe A, Universe B contains all that stuff, and then Universe C is Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and X and Y. Sure. Why not? I guess that makes sense why a new type spontaneously appeared. Well, there you go. And here's another Onix to give us a fun time. Gen 5 is all the starters are terrible. Terrible as in bad? Because, you know, nothing's really bad in-game. You know, none of them are horrible. They are... I mean, the Pokemon games are so easy. You can sweep the game with a Magikarp if you really want to. Use what you want. As you mean bad from a design perspective, I will agree. Gen 5 starters were weak from a design perspective. But I don't think they were really any worse than any of the other Gen starters. I mean, there was no OP Mon there, but... I mean, none of them are really... Oh god, I'm out of PP. Cool. None of them are competitively viable, but that's not necessarily matter when you're just trying to beat the game. The X and Y Pokemon type can randomly change between games. Well, that doesn't explain, because in the thing you showed me, it clumped Gen 1 and Gen 2 together, even though they had 2 new types from each other. Although it is explicitly stated, I think, in Gen 2 that these new types were just discovered, but it still doesn't explain why in Gen 1 games you can use Tackle on a Magnemite and do full damage. Even if it's not discovered yet, assumably it's still made out of metal. But whatever. Then again, I think Magnemite was the only Pokemon in Gen 1 that changed its type. I think all the other ones were brand new. I think it was Magnemite and Magneton was the only 2 Pokemon in Gen 2 that actually had a type change between the 2. Either way, yeah, we are saving, and I guess we're going to get into Choice Chamber in just a minute. So I'm going to be right back, and then we're going to get into Choice Chamber. Let me load it, actually, and do all this stuff. But that has been Moemon for today. Yeah, Contrary Superior, oh lord. Oh, you just don't think they